What are some of the current issues facing our world today?
Well, right now, actually, in the Middle East, there's been like a lot of uh, just like turmoil, I guess, with their civil war, and yeah, there's just been refugees who've been fleeing from there because they haven't been feeling safe in their homes.
I think one of the biggest issues is world hunger. In North America, I think we take for granted a lot of the time all of the resources and just the amount of stuff that we have, and a lot of it actually goes to waste when there's people in third world countries who have nothing.
I think like one of the biggest issues I'd say is probably just kind of like the cycle of poverty that's going around, especially in like developing world like nations.
And education for women. I think often in our own society we take for granted education and for the opportunities that it opens for us.
I think one of the biggest issues facing our world is poverty. There's so many people in countries across the world who go day by day struggling to find food and to find shelter.
And they're actually digging through the garbage to find food, and I don't understand how that's fair. If we have such an abundance, why all of our resources are going to such unnecessary things?
Just because it's so hard for them to kind of get out of this cycle of poverty as like they're limited to education.
Educated women creates poverty because they don't have opportunities to supply for their needs, supply for their families, and this just results in a cycle of poverty.
And they are, yeah, leaving their homes and fleeing to Europe to try to find places to live, and are looking for places to live. And the countries in Europe are being either welcoming to them or are saying, oh, no, we don't have room for you.
Yeah, we forget about it sometimes, that there are so many people in Africa or other places where they're living in mud huts and
Kids starving in countries like Africa, and we just kind of sit here and do nothing about it. We take our food so for granted, and
They're limited in like the occupations that they can find, so it's really hard to break that cycle.
And if they were given the same opportunities for education that we get, they might be able to get themselves out of poverty and create a better life for themselves and for their families.
What are some of the issues facing our local community?
the issues in our local community.
I think
like
Like homelessness or
like I know there's people living on the streets, but like they still have shelters and
I don't actually know, to be completely honest.
gosh, I don't know.
I don't really know.
question mark?
I don't know.